Okay, welcome back everyone. This is part 2 of our weekly test show.
Welcome back everyone. This is part 2 of our weekly test show.
Haha, talking ginger, repeating what I'm saying. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Well, this has been a very, very crazy night of tests. So this has been quite a crazy night. I just plugged you in. I just plugged you into the wall. There we go. Alright, so tonight the CMA Awards are on ABC. We just got done watching... Whoa. Whoa. Oh, it just aired me out and then it finally let me back in. Strange. Okay, there we go. Now, I had already watched today's episode of Jeopardy! on ABC. However, the one episode that we are waiting for is Wheel of Fortune, the one that did not air today because of the CMA Awards on ABC. But for those who remember from last night, you may remember that we were trying to solve a very weird circumstance in with our local Fox station. It happened last night during Name That Tune. As the show was getting started, it started mysteriously doing audio descriptions of the program. But here's the thing. Just 20 minutes earlier, I was just finishing up watching the recording of Switch, or rather the bonus round of last night's Switch, where Pete won $10,000. Well, where our contestant won $10,000 on the Switch bonus round, and then we were getting ready to head back over to Wheel of Fortune. And then it just gave me an error saying, sorry, we couldn't delete the recording, try restarting the box, and without me even knowing, I just hit the restart button, then tuned it back to ABC, only for it to take the first command I gave it, which was restart.
Can you tell John I was typing on Discord and everything got deleted? Can you send him a message something I got blocked from him or something? Because I was hacked a while ago. I tried to message him. I was getting hacked, but I don't think he saw it in time to reboot me back into his thing.
Well, anyway, let's get back to what I was just talking about with Name That Tune and what we were just let me get back to it. So, okay, where was I at? Yeah, that was right. So then, and then we got this, and then the signal was able to come back just in time. The box had finished its reboot just in time for the prize puzzle. I had to watch the mystery round on KGO, because that was what I missed. However, I did actually watch all of Jeopardy! Because I missed that. But now tonight I'm going to have to watch the entirety of Wheel of Fortune, because that did not air today because of the CMA Awards a CMA Awards pre-show, which featured behind-the-scenes looks and celebrity interviews and nominees prior to the actual awards ceremony, which is on its last hour as of right now here in this time zone. In the Pacific, it will air in about 2 hours. Actually, it will air in the next hour in the Pacific time zone, because it'll be 8 o'clock in San Francisco when it gets started. So once it gets started, it'll begin airing in San Francisco in about an hour. So right now I again am going back on the Jeopardy Champions Wildcard number 2 final. This is the second game of the 2-game total affair, and the winner of that, spoiler alert, it was Emily, because I saw the episode live. She won with $42,000. She won $100,000. She secured her spot in the Tournament of Champions later in the season. So, but as of tomorrow, oh boy, for a third time, we're going to do it all over again. That's right. All over again for a third time. So once again, there's going to be so many quarterfinal games. Yeah, there's going to be 27 quarterfinal games, then 3 semifinals, and then just the one final after that. So hopefully after this, that will be the end of it. They've been doing Champions Wildcard since day one, since the season started back in September. Yeah, when Jeopardy's season started back in September, they've been doing Champions Wildcard since then. This is something they haven't done before, so I think they're making the most of this opportunity as far as I know. But going back to what happened on Name That Tune. So let's go back to Name That Tune from last night. So, as I was saying, there were like audio descriptions going through, and I never fiddled around with any of the audio description settings on our Xfinity box. So then started messing around with the audio description settings on it, like turning it on and off, and it was doing the same thing. So then I checked KTVU later that night. BQH. This is new. WBQH. I have never... This is new. Sounds like it's one of those, Spanish stations. This is a new one. But let me continue with what I was talking about with the whole Name That Tune thing. So then I watched KTVU's airing of the program. It did not do the audio descriptions at all. But then earlier tonight on Snake Oil, the station was doing the same thing. So, from observance from what happened on our local box, what settings we were messing around with on our box, what kind of audio description settings were applied to the program, and what was going through KTVU's end, I can confirm that the audio description was somehow, I think, accidentally enabled. I think the operators at WFLD may have accidentally turned on audio descriptions. So, even those with the audio description function off or even receiving it over the air can hear the audio descriptions. So I think that is what we can officially confirm. So that's what we can confirm. It's something to do with the visual descriptions. In fact, I even heard the visual descriptions on The Masked Singer as well, even before Snake Oil even started. Because it even did the visual description on the logos too. the Electric Avenue and Fox Alternative Entertainment logos. It did the visual descriptions on those as well. So that's kind of my first experience with visual descriptions on a TV program. That's actually the first time I've ever observed something of that kind. There's the promo for the CMA Awards, which is actually airing right now here in this time zone. However, that will be on in the next hour on KGO. But now the question is it going to do the pre-show as well? Because it said pre-show on our ABC, but on KGO's ABC, when I was checking their schedule, it said that it was going to be... And then when I was checking KGO's schedule, it said that Wheel of Fortune was still going to air at 6 o'clock, 7:30 as usual. So things that usually air on the network. So that's really what happened. But now it's time to go back on a few tests. PQH is actually brand new. This is a brand new station. We don't know its time slot yet, but GPA apparently decided to test twice again. During snake oil. So we're going to go back on all of it, starting right now. And that's that. All right, well, okay. So I just went back on everything. Okay. All right. So that's everything that we've gone back on. Now I think it's time we have a little bit of fun with some pre-rolls and such. I mean, we already have a big collection to open. So, where's GPA? We're going to have some fun with that. And then we're going to watch, I'm going to watch Wheel of Fortune, which again did not air earlier today because of, well, you know.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system.
Oh, heck no, it can't go like this.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system.
The following is a test of
emergency alert system. The following is a test of the emergency alert system.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system. The following is a test of the emergency alert system.
Why don't we put Talking Ginger into the mix too?
The following is a test of the emergency alert system.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system.
Following is a test of the emergency alert system.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system.
Test of the emergency alert system. The emergency alert system.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system. The following is a test of the emergency alert system.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system. The following is a test of the emergency alert system.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system.
Air 1, warship now.
This is a test of the emergency alert system.
Air 1, warship now.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. Air 1, warship now.
This is a test of the emergency alert system.
Air 1, warship now. This is a test of the emergency alert system.
Air 1, warship now.
This is a test of the emergency alert system.
Air 1, warship now.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. Air 1, warship now.
This is a test of the emergency alert system.
Emergency alert system.
Air 1, warship now.
This is a test of the emergency alert system.
Warship now. This is a test of the emergency alert system. Air 1, warship now. Air 1, warship
Air 1, warship now.
This is a test of the emergency alert system.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. This is a test of the emergency alert system.
Air 1, warship now.
This is a test of the emergency alert system.
Air 1, warship now.
Test of the emergency alert system. Air 1, warship now.
This is a test of the emergency alert system.
Air 1, warship now.
This is a test of the emergency alert system.
This is a test of the emergency alert system.
Air 1, warship now.
This is a test of the emergency alert system.
At actasf.org. Final year of the Christmas Carol in San Francisco. Alright. Now, I think I mentioned earlier that we were going to discuss my plans for for this year's Christmas train layout. Weren't we going to discuss that? Oh, that's right. Yeah, we were going to discuss those plans. So why don't we do that now? Yeah. If you get a new computer or with Windows 11 on it, or do a fresh install of Windows 11, you don't get Paint 3D. The Paint 3D app carried over from Windows 10, so at least it's glad that it's still here. I should start using the new Paint that Microsoft did. Let's try it out. Let's see how well they did it. Yeah, it looks more modern. I like it already, but still not enough to transition me away from Paint 3D. But this is a good alternative too, so let's try it. So anyway, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, that's right. So we're gonna plan out this year's Christmas train layouts. Like give you all a good idea as to exactly how this is going to be set up. So I'm gonna show you. Well, of course, here's the layout of the living room. So right here, this is the Toshiba TV where I'm gonna do like person, place, or thing, Pictionary, and all that stuff. And then right here is where the Christmas tree is going to go. But again, it's going to take me some time to fully figure out my way around this new layout, this new UI. So right here is where the Christmas tree is going to go. And then you're going to fill that in. Now, yeah, that right there is where the Christmas tree is going to go. We might get around to putting it up this weekend. And then the black here, I'm actually going to categorize it. So I'm going to use black to indicate this being HO scale. Now I have a whole collection of HO scale Disney Junior. Disney Junior on tour. That's cool. But anyway, let me continue on with what I was discussing. And then this square, that's too large. So then this is the coffee table. And then here's its couch and table counterparts on both sides. So this is the layout of the living room. And then I'm going to use this black to indicate where HO scale is going to go. But let's do this one piece at a time. What I hope to do, well, of course, remember that plastic steam train I was talking about yesterday? That's what we were talking about last night. We were talking about that plastic steam train that I've had for a long time. Ooh. Update now. Twin Pine. So that's where the steam train is going to go. In this circle there, that's where the steam train is going to go. What I actually also plan to do is build also plan on putting the wooden train tracks in place as well. The same ones that were used in the bowling train, the exact same ones. Okay, so it looks like this is doing the CMA Awards opening show as well. So, alright, that answers that question. Okay, alright, moving on. So, then what I'm going to have do is have all three tracks run side by side. So, yeah, all three tracks are going to basically run concurrent. So all three tracks are going to run concurrent. So that is going to be the train. Oh, great. Now we're going to have to watch the 3 a.m. re-air of Wheel of Fortune. Well, remember we dealt with this a few weeks early in September when football was getting started. We had to deal with it every Monday, but this is a special time, so that's okay. Anyway, so that is where the wooden train is going to go. And then this black And then this black here is going to represent the HO scale. So the black here represents the HO scale, the HO scale trains. So I plan to do this in probably a very basic and minimalistic manner. However, I actually have, if all goes well, I actually do have much bigger plans. So then what I also intend to do, then I might just fill in some more stuff here if there is enough room. But what I also intend to do is actually build like a little road, like a big roadway of sorts going around the track. So basically, there will be like north and south directions of the of that road. I haven't decided how far I'm gonna take that yet, or what kind of standard I'm going to put that road under. Whether I'm going to give that road interstate standards, or I'm just going to assign it as just a standard typical parkway or a highway. I haven't decided how I'm going to go about it yet, but yeah, I haven't decided exactly how I'm going to go about it as of this time, but again, these again are proposals. I have not yet decided exactly how this is going to go. And the space went up to 33 gigs after I updated, another it was time for another minor software patch, security update, I guess I could say. So now it's up to date. And then we have, okay. So now, okay, good, that's how it. So then I intend on putting in a town of sorts. And then I'm going to use this gray to indicate, no, it's not a good color. Let's do this one. So then this will actually be a roadway that's going to link this one, and actually cross over. So basically it's going to be like a large roadway there in the center. And remember those two crossing signals I showed you earlier? What I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to use several pieces for this. For the HO scale, for here, I'm going to do one crossing signal here, then the other one over here. I'm actually going to use the two cantilevers that were used in the crossing, one of the crossings that I used in the bowling train series. Right now, I believe it is on 113 right now, so I think there's about like 7 episodes to go. Yeah, I think right now it's on 113. There's like 7 episodes to go. Yep, 113. The bowling train's final week is next week. Starts Monday the 13th and ends Friday the 17th. With episode 120. If you saw my community post that I made last week, I had shown that I had removed the layout so I could make room for the Christmas layout this year. We have not gotten it up yet. However, I'm waiting for the Christmas tree to go up, and then once we get the Christmas tree up, then we'll get the layout. Then we'll get the layout started. Then I'll get the layout construction going. So that is what I intend to build of this year's Christmas train layout. There was no Christmas train layout last year. Well, again, because we didn't want to, we didn't put up our main Christmas tree last year because we were out of state. So KEZ made the switch to Christmas music this morning. Omegle ended closed today. There's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire that we will play later at the end of our show here. So now we don't get to watch Wheel of Fortune at all. Isn't that nice? Great. Now I get to have my company tonight of some Christmas music and some worship music together. Together as a combo on separate bands on the FM. So that's what I intend to do. Well, but then how am I going to do the grades? Or barriers, potentially? I'm actually considering using the bowling pins that we used in the bowling train, because I've actually moved everything off into separate bins, and I've moved it onto that large table where my mom's work was done during the events of the last 2 months. I'm glad that's over, and I'm glad we're changing because of that. So I'm very happy for the moves that we are making in terms of our lifestyles and everything. I actually have a second crossing set. However, I don't know if I'm going to open that up too or not. However, I'm going to start with the one, but I'm keeping the second one still sealed. I'm going to open that up and just leave that as a backup. Like, in case if it ever breaks, then, like, if I break a wire and then the whole thing doesn't work, then at least there's a second one I can open up and have that take over, and then maybe sometime soon we could actually buy another set. We got that at American Sale. That's a start. You know, I would love to get other set pieces like street lights, and they have buildings too. Although I'm actually going to try for the Menards buildings, because one of the items on my Christmas list this year is a Menards store. Actually, one of the Menards stores that actually plays the Menards jingle. But it wasn't actually, and when I saw the new product, it was not the Menards store that I remember seeing. The one Menards store I remember seeing, it was one that did all those interesting light effects. So, like on the sign, like on all the signs too, and even the letters, it did these nice. It did all these interesting light patterns. So the Menards store will be our addition to the layout next year. Anyway, we were going to discuss grades. That's right. We were going to discuss the grades that I'm going to use for each of the crossings. So, for this, I'm going to use the same grade that I have used for that other crossing. So I'm going to use the same grade for that. For the wooden train, I'm actually going to use a weird but interesting crossing piece that I got many years ago. In fact, it's actually a yellow and blue crossing. It's not U.S. I think it's from another country, but I'm surprised that I have it. And unfortunately on that, I don't think the gates even stay up. So, but the thing I like about that is that it actually does, has lights and sound when a wooden train rolls over it. However, I'm going to try and see if that blaster train actually works, because, I mean, really, it hasn't been very efficient So I don't know what I'm going to do for that one. I'm probably just going to use a Metra. Probably going to use a Metra for this one. Yeah, for this one, I'm probably going to use a Metra for it. And kind of mimic Fort Madison a little bit in many ways. So that would be like a rural section here. And then that other steam train, there's not going to be anything major. We'll do a similar story on the other side. However, for the wooden train on the other end, I'm actually going to use another separate crossing piece. In fact, it was actually one of those wooden pieces that I somehow broke, and it was actually one of the, I think it was the first, I think it was like one of the only a few things that, when I would break things, like accidentally, we would take it over to my grandma and grandpa. My grandpa would fix. My grandpa would use like super glue to fix the toy. So yeah. I mean, it has really come a long way. I mean, how great my grandpa was with repairing stuff. So he did more than just DVDs. He repaired my toys. So I'm really, really happy he did that. So yeah, I'm really happy he did that. But anyway, so yeah, that's the other piece I'm going to use. I'm not going to use any like special crossing pieces. I don't know if I will. Because again, that wooden train, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use it like that service road. I might just use it as a service road, but then I'm also going to do a train station. So because I'm actually considering putting that metro train on that layout, the wooden section of it, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the wooden metro trains. I only have just one set, but I know Whittle Short Line has actually released many new locomotives over the years, and I've seen many of them on their website. But I don't use these wooden trains as much anymore, so it's really only used for when the holidays comes around. Really, when we just put the whole layout together and transform the living room into an emporium of trains and such. So I haven't decided yet, but I'm actually considering turning that into I'm turning that into an interstate. I think I'm going to turn that into an interstate, but again, I'm not entirely sure as to whether I'm going to do that or not. However, those plans may be axed because I'm actually going to put a downtown core like right around this area here. This is where I actually plan to put a downtown core. However, I have a ton of other buildings that were actually given to me by my Nana. So unfortunately, I think it's like too small of an amount of buildings to fit. However, again, this is a concept. This again is a concept. Okay. So that's what I intend to do as for the train layout. So that's where I'm set to go for the time being. Oh my. Where did that app go? There it is. A local area emergency for Nez Perce, Idaho. I don't even know where the heck that is. Just gonna do it for the whole state again, like I did earlier for the RMT. that it already? Okay, did John redirect it to the weather scan? I think he did. Because it doesn't look like it's working, so... Yeah, so it must have redirected to the weather scan, so that's what happened. So, gas pipeline owned by a third party that supplies natural gas was struck and damaged. So, the natural gas line was damaged. So, they're working on. So they're monitoring the situation and they are gathering more details and assessing the potential impact. Okay, so I think it redirected to the weather scan. If that's so, I actually have enough time to This is Lewiston. I think it's too late now because it was just sent, so. Yep, we're going to redirect it to the entire state, so, because I can't seem to figure out where Lewiston is, because I usually want to do it by location, so. Alright, so that is the concept right now, so let's save it.
The following is a test of the emergency alert
The
system.
following is a test of the emergency. The following is a test of the emergency alert system.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. This is a test of the emergency alert system.
Okay. I guess I don't need this on then. So we're going to go ahead and turn it off, and we are turning it off for real this time. I should get the Windows 10 virtual machine on too, because it's just about time for our Deal or No Deal and Wheel of Fortune 2nd edition shows, as we get down to the last 2 hours of our weekly test program here on the Playfield TV network. Let me grab.
This is a test of the emergency alert system.
This is a test of the emergency alert system.
Turn the sound back on in case I need it. And now we're going to shut it down.
This is a test of the emergency alert system.
The test of the emergency alert system.
Let's play around with that Christmas song one last time.
This is a test of the emergency alert system.
Okay, we are down to the final 5 minutes before we start our Deal or No Deal program here. So, we're gonna do one more repeat of what we were doing earlier today. And sorry, Ginger, you're not gonna be involved in any of this. So, So, let me go ahead and put in the Deal or No Deal disc. And I should be watching this. Okay. So we're going to play around with this one more time, and then we're going to get set for Deal or No Deal. Okay. All right. Got the Deal or No Deal game in the drive here, and we are ready to get started with our game tonight. Let me acknowledge the rest of the servers and mentions. Let's do the seal for a change. And let's turn on the narrator too.
Microsoft Game DVR. Why not stream again? YouTube, Google Chrome, VLC Media Player window, Microsoft Game TV, 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 Microsoft Game DVR.
It's the same, the seal.
User set, ring, at for instance Microsoft Game, exiting narrator.
We'll see if he's available tonight. I know NASCAR's over, so you know what? I have a better idea. Let's try the seal backwards. There's my stuff for Rufus. Alright, I'm gonna try one more time because this will probably be our last chance. Alright, I'm gonna try one more time. And where is reverse? That's the seal backward. Sandy. Y'all remember Sandy? Somewhere I have videos of Sandy. They have all the stuff somewhere right here. What's it called? There was my all right. Okay, he does not seem to be He does not seem to be available. So it looks like Brandon does not seem to be available at this time. Is not available at this time. But for now, we'll just play around with all this stuff. Remember all this? I remember a lot of this stuff. Where was the video of Sandy? Where was the video? Is this it? Oh yeah, I don't think this is the one. She's playing, huh? Scurly Scrow. Ready? I don't think this is the specific one. Oh, yes, I remember this one.
1460 AM, WXRQ, Mount Pleasant, Tennessee.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
Remember that time when I got when I heard the Pledge of Allegiance on WXRQ, and this was like one of my first videos. Yeah, just putting an iPhone on top of a intermodal container train, on top of one of the double stacks, and just driving it around the track. Yeah, just driving it around the track. And then it just eventually falls off. Yeah, that was a snow squall warning. Over a bridge crossing into Maine. On Interstate 95. What is this thing? What was this?
So if you're watching this video, just reveal your right address so I can...
Yeah, that was like last year. That was with the drama that was going on during that time. That was when I saw a meteor come up. Yeah, this isn't all of his stuff. This is some of it. But unfortunately, his other channel is long gone. Yeah, this is that. Yeah, I still have the disc of 21996, that leaked pre-release build of Windows 11. And then of course there's all of the content that we use here on the Plainfield TV network. Oh yeah, that is a that is actually my that was messing around with the little Einstein's theme. What's this? What could this thing be? Oh yeah, the Coet's Fine Furniture. And then this is when I mixed the 294 Rickroll with this Pacer thing. But again, we're waiting to see if Brandon's available tonight, and if we do not hear from him within the next 15 minutes, then we will get started with Wheel of Fortune, and then eventually we will lead into going back on the rest of this stuff, and then we will get ready for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and then that will be it for tonight. Yeah, that's always a... Oh yeah, there's a few other clips that also had other things, but either never saw the light of day or were just left in there waiting for use. Oh yeah, there's my custom label that I did. Where I did it on demand label. Aha, there's the zip folder with those ThinkPad discs. And I was trying to do a Plainfield TV closing concept with the Puppy in the Ring DVD. And speaking of DVD, there's the DVD of Windows 7 Home Premium. I don't know why that's still there. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and remove that. And then this is the latest version of Windows 11. That is 23H2. I want to see where the... I wonder if it's actually available now as an optional update in Windows Update. I don't know if it'll eventually be available. But the ISOs have started coming up of 23H2, so that does indicate that Microsoft is getting ready to release it. And I believe if we go to the update history, I think 23H2 is starting to show up. Well, there should be a bar that says, yep, there it is, 23H2. I want to look at the information. Windows 11 is a service, which means it gets better. So this talks about some of the updates. Doesn't say anything about how to get it. This is more information on how to get it. So what I think so usually it's going to be available. So it's going to be available through Windows Update, and when it does, it should say feature update to Windows 11 23H2. So it'll say that to indicate that it is going to be a feature update. You can see there's all the Windows 10 feature updates that I've done. So there's the update to 20H2, and then there's 21H1, and then there's 21H2, and then this was the upgrade to Windows 11 that I've done. So June 11th, that was just days prior to the 21H2 end of service date. So I had to make a choice on whether to go to Windows 10, 22H2, or just upgrade to Windows 11. And I chose to upgrade to Windows 11. And as many of you remember, we did run into a few hurdles along the way. Not during the upgrade process, but rather what happened after it. Like how the audio was jittering on my virtual machine, on the Windows 7 virtual machine that we've been using for Deal or No Deal and Backyard Baseball and Wheel of Fortune and all that stuff. So therefore, we actually moved it all over to this RTM VM of Windows 10. And now the reason why I'm going with the first implementation of Windows 10 is because it seems to run better than newer versions of it, actually. And I also went with the 32-bit architecture because if I use the 32-bit architecture, it actually runs more smoothly. And if I open up the settings page, I'll actually show you what I mean by that. So it says Windows 10 Enterprise 32-bit operating system. This should already be activated. Yeah, it says Windows cannot activate, but the reason why I don't have it activated is because I don't have it connected to the internet. And the reason why I don't have it connected to the internet is because after I installed this copy of Windows, it tried to automatically update itself to the April 2018 update, which would slow down the VM's performance. Now that is something I don't want. I don't want the virtual machine's performance slowing down because of because this was at the time when Windows 10 was known for forcing of automatic updates and restarting whenever it wants to. It doesn't care what you're in the middle of doing. It's just going to restart for you no matter what. But then eventually, I think in its halfway point of its life cycle, I think it's really started to. Microsoft really did some work improving the functionality of Windows 10. But my gosh, I remember seeing this background. I mean, on all those school computers back in middle school, when they got like the anniversary update, I remember seeing this wallpaper. I remember this wallpaper a lot. And this is definitely one of the but then of course the wallpaper was changed in 19H1. I'm surprised they could still do Windows Sandbox in 22H2 of Windows 10. which I have running currently on the Del Vostro. And so on tomorrow night's show, on tomorrow's coverage of Bears football and Blackhawks hockey, what we're going to do is we're going to set up a Pi deck. We're going to finally set that up and try to get it working on... I'm going to try to get Pi deck working on my server. Now, I don't think I really need Discord installed on the Vostro to get it working. All I really need is just Python and that Pi and those Pi deck tools. So the Vostro will be the one doing all the server stuff, and it'll also be in charge of hosting the Lockport stream as well, which since Antonio hasn't seemed to have cared about his WAHC server as of lately, I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and actually, and since it's becoming an inconvenience for many people who rely on my stream for stuff, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to switch clients. So rather than running the stream from Antonio's server, I'm going to actually put the stream up on noweatherradio.org. However, I'm going to tell them that the stream will not run all the time. However, it will run occasionally. So that's what I intend to do. And also, also another thing to note is that I think I should have installed Tiny11. It would have, and if I installed Tiny11, then it would have acted better. But I'm not sure if that would have made any sort of difference. I'm not sure if that would have made any sort of difference, but I don't know for sure. Alright, let me go ahead and take out the Deal or No Deal disc. And let's fire up second edition. And also, on an earlier broadcast, I discussed how I was able to run the game off of a USB flash drive on school computers. Oh my gosh. I am already getting the memories from middle school.
We'll get to our game in a second, but first we have a little business to take care of.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. So, of course, we're going to play a 20-minute game as we usually do. And this week, we are going to play the Orient Escapes. Let's play the Orient Escape stage. So, alright, it's Orient Escape week on second edition of Wheel of Fortune. Let's play.
Mystery, intrigue, romance.
We've got it all for you because it's Orient Escape Day here on Wheel of Fortune. And now, here's your host for Wheel of Fortune, Vanna White.
Thank you, Charlie. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our game.
Yes, let's get started. Since we haven't heard back from Brandon, we're going to get started with Wheel of Fortune right now with our first puzzle. It's a thing.
Okay, start things off. You get us going, player one.
I should close Paint 3D because that's going to take up a lot of storage. Look at that right away.
Sorry.
And I'll start closing some stuff.
Player two, you're up. I think I'll spin, Vanna. Big money, woohoo! $550. I'd like an L, please, Vanna. One L. I'm gonna buy a vowel. I'd like an A, please, Vanna. There is one. Yes, one A.
No.
No, sorry. No S's. Oh, man. Player 3, on to you.
I think I'll spin, Vanna.
$500.
I'd like an N, please.
Sorry, no N's. Player 1, good luck.
Player 1, good luck.
$700. There are no B's. I'm sorry. It's your turn, player 2.
It's your turn, player 2.
Spin.
Yeah, I thought B was going to be that first word.
R. There are no R's. Sorry.
I would have guessed that letter too.
Player 3.
I'll spin.
I would have guessed that letter as well.
$350.
I'm hoping for a T here.
A pair of T's.
Can I buy a vowel, please? Is there an O?
Not a single O.
Oh, jeez.
Player 1, good luck.
Player 1, good luck.
$300.
H? No.
No, sorry. No H's. Player 2, you're up. I'd like to spin. $300.
I would like a W, please, Vanna.
Not a single W.
Oh, why me?
Player 3, on to you.
I'd like to buy another vowel. I'm looking for an E.
Just the one E.
I'd like to spin, please.
$900.
I'd like a C, please, Vanna.
Uh-huh. 2 C's up there.
I'm gonna buy a vowel. U.
No U's. Sorry.
Oh, man.
Player 1, over to you.
I think I may have an idea as to what this is now.
$300. One K for you.
I'm gonna buy the last
There
vowel.
are 2 I's. Yes, and now you're out of vowels.
Claim ticket.
Nice going. That's it. Great. That was a fun round. Let's see how everyone's doing.
That was a fun round. Let's see how everyone's doing.
Good job, player 1. You've got the lead.
Just $50, but
Another round.
that was only the
another
first puzzle.
Let's check it out.
So let's go to the next one.
We've got a prize on the wheel this time, Charlie. Tell us about it.
Hello, my partner. It's time for an all-expense-paid trip to the famous Calgary Stampede in Calgary, Canada. Valued at $4,760.
Let's take a look at our category.
It's before and after.
This time, player 2 goes first. Okay, here I go.
This time, player 2 goes first.
I'll spin. $900. How are 3 in this puzzle.
There are 3 in this puzzle.
I'd like to buy another vowel, please. I will try an E.
I will try.
Yes, there's an E. In fact, there are 2 of them. I'd like to buy another vowel, please. I'd like a U. No U's. Sorry. Oh, why me? Player 3, on to you.
I'll spin the wheel. Let's see that big one.
$300.
Let's see, I'll try an S, please.
Just the one S.
$300.
I'll spin, Vanna.
$550.
I'd like an N, please.
We have 2 N's.
I'm gonna buy a vowel. I'll take an I, please.
There are 2 I's. Yes, and now you're out of
I'm
vowels.
gonna spin.
$2,500.
Give me an R.
Not a single R. Player 1, good luck.
Player 1, good luck.
$300.
T. No.
T? No, too bad.
Oh, I think I just figured it out.
It's your turn, player 2.
It's your turn.
Let's give this baby a spin.
Yeah,
Come
I think I
on.
just figured it out. Yeah, I think I just figured it out.
$450. H. We have 2 H's. I'll spin the wheel. $900.
I would like a W, please, Vanna.
1 W. I'd like to spin. Aw, bankrupt. Tough luck. Player 3, on to you.
I'll spin, Vanna.
What section of my
Big
elbow is
money,
this?
big money. Come on, money.
$600.
Is there a C, Vanna?
Mm-hmm.
2 C's up there.
I'll spin.
$800.
I'll take an M, please.
There are 2 M's.
I'm gonna spin. All right, give me a big one.
$500.
I'd like a G, please, Vanna.
Yes, a solitary G.
I think I'll spin, Vanna. Okay, come on.
$300.
Let's see. How about a D?
No D's. Player 1, good luck.
Since I said I just figured it out, Michael Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
Way to go.
So here it's a famous artist and a tourist attraction.
Let's check out how all the players are doing after this round. Player 1, what can I say? Excellent start. Are you ready for our next puzzle? Okay, here goes. It's time for the jackpot round. $5,000 and more for you.
It's time for the jackpot round. $5,000.
We've got a prize on the field this time, Charlie. Tell us about it.
Race the Arctic Winds in a prize worth $8,655.
Want to see the category? Here goes.
Its proper name.
Player 3, you start us off this time.
Okay, here I go.
Okay, here
Let's give this a spin.
Oh, well, at least you didn't lose too much. Player 1, over to you.
It's too early.
Not a single team. It's your turn, player 2.
It's your turn, player 2.
Big money. Woohoo! That jackpot is growing. $3,500.
Are there any L's?
Nope.
No, sorry. No L's.
Oh, I don't believe
You're up,
it.
player 3.
Let's give this a spin.
Let's give this a spin.
S.
Good. 2 S's.
So now it's his chance to solve the puzzle for the jackpot.
The jackpot. All right. All you have to do now is solve the puzzle.
I'd like to spin, please.
$900.
Is there an N, Vanna?
Sorry, no N's. Player 1, over to you.
Player 1, over to you.
R?
We have 2 R's. Oh, well, at least you didn't lose too much. I'm afraid you lose that prize too. Sorry.
Yep. There was a lot to lose.
It's your turn, player 2. I'll spin.
But there will be another prize on the wheel in the next round.
$50.
How about an H?
Nope.
No, sorry. No H's. You're up, player 3.
I'll spin.
$600.
I'll take a W, please.
No.
Not a single W.
Oh, not
Player
that
1, over to you.
That's a double win.
Ooh, that hurts. It's your turn, player 2. That jackpot is growing. $3,500.
Give me a C.
1 C.
Yes. I'll buy a vowel, Vanna. I'd like an A, please, Vanna.
Not a single A. You're up, player 3.
I'll spin the wheel.
$350.
M.
Nope.
No, not an M in sight.
Oh,
Player
why
1,
me?
over to you. That jackpot is growing. $300.
Okay.
Yes, there is 1 A.
Not what I thought it was.
There are are 3 eyes.
It's a proper name here.
That jackpot is growing. $400.
H. H, I said. Oh, there's no H.
Player
That's.
1, pick a letter.
Y.
There are no Y's. Sorry.
These are some tough puzzles.
Player 2, you're up.
I'd like to buy another vowel, please. Is there
Oh.
No O's for you. Sorry.
No.
Player 3, on to you.
I'll spin.
I may have just been given a second chance.
That jackpot is growing.
Unless.
$450.
Give me a G.
No.
Not a single G. Player 1, good luck.
That's like the third time.
Too much.
This time I didn't lose too much.
Player 2,
Just $50.
I'd like to buy another
Imagine I
vowel.
win the game with $50.
I'd like an E, please, Vanna.
Yes, there's an E. In fact, there are 2.
That's gonna do it.
All the vowels are now gone.
Okay, I'm gonna try this. Rice Krispies.
Yeah, I had Rice Krispie treats.
That's it. Great.
We were talking about what happened over the weekend. We were talking about all that.
Before we move to the next round, let's check out our cash totals so far. Good job, player 2.
But again, there's still a little bit of time left to catch up.
We've got a prize on the wheel this time, Charlie. Tell us about it.
There's nothing fishy about a deep-sea fishing excursion off the Florida Keys. An all-expense-paid getaway priced at $5,600.
Let's see what our category is this time.
It's same name.
Okay, start things off. You get us going, player 1.
Okay, start things off.
So this is comeback time.
$300.
Let's start with an S actually.
A single S.
Alright. This is comeback time.
$550.
Let's do a T.
Yes, there are 3 T's.
Alright, let's get some vowels out of the way.
We've got 1 A for you. 3 E's. Not a single I. It's your turn, player 2.
I'm gonna spin.
Oh, lose a turn. Too bad. You're up, player 3.
I'll spin the wheel.
Where the heck is that camera mounted? On top of that smokestack? Probably.
1 L.
Probably not on top of the smokestack.
Vowel, please. I'd like an O, please, Vanna.
1
There's
O.
an O.
I'd like to buy another vowel. I'll take a U, please.
2 U's. That's it for the vowels.
I'd like to spin the wheel, please. Oh, let's get some money here.
$300.
Is there an N, Vanna?
There is not.
Sorry, no N's.
No.
Player 1, over to you.
Try an R.
A couple of R's. $500.
H.
We have 2 H's. $300.
M.
Can do. 1 M. $600.
F.
Just the 1 F.
Alright. Feather and Plymouth Duster. Now that's what I call comeback.
Yes. Let's see how you're doing after this round.
Yeah, why don't we take a look? Now up to 5450.
On to the next round. Good luck, everyone. Take a look at this puzzle. Here's the category for this round. Big.
It's a thing.
This time, player 2 goes first. Okay, here I go.
Player 2 goes first.
I'll spin the wheel. $600. I'll try an L. 1 L for you.
I'll buy an owl, Nana. Are there any A's?
Sorry, no A's.
No. Oh, no.
Player 3, on to you.
I'm gonna spin.
$300.
Is there an S?
No.
No, sorry, no S's.
Oh, not that one.
And we are out of time.
We're running a bit short on time here. I'm going to have to give the wheel a final spin.
So. Constants will be worth $550.
$550.
Let's do a T.
Good. 2 T's. No, I'm sorry. That's not right. Next player. It's your turn, player 2.
Could I have an N?
A single N up there. You're up, player 3.
R.
Sorry, no R's.
Oh, why me?
Player 1, over to you.
E? No.
There are no E's. Sorry. It's your turn, player 2.
How about H?
Yes,
There is an H.
Player 3, on to you.
I'll take a W, please.
No, you may not.
Not a single W.
Oh, darn.
Darn.
Player 1.
Darn
good luck.
indeed. O.
We've got 5 O's in this puzzle. All the vowels are now gone.
Foot long. Hot. Oh, jeez. Hot dog.
Player 1 is all right. All right, there you go. Let's see how everybody's doing after this round.
Yeah, I think it was the O's that helped.
I see
Oh,
you
look
played
at
our
that.
game before, player 1.
Went from $50 up to $6,550 at the end of this. But boy, what a ride it was. What a ride.
It's the bonus round. Start by picking one of these cards.
And we'll see if we can add to your total. And I would love to add on to it. Okay, so.
Want to see the category? Here goes.
I would love to. It's a thing. So, RSTLNE.
Okay, now I need 3 more consonants and a vowel.
Okay, H, C, M, and an I.
Here's your bonus round puzzle.
Oh, that did not help. That's all I got was that C. Oh. Oh. Bollock, I have no idea. Padlock.
Oh, that's too bad. But you still finished first. Congratulations.
Again, I did not want a tour of the Nile. I didn't want to go down the Nile in the first place.
You made a killing. Way to go, player 1.
Hello, Charlie O'Donnell here. Let's just set things up before we start.
No.
Come back soon and play our game again. Bye-bye.
Come back soon and play our game again.
All right. All right. Gonna go ahead and exit the game. In fact, I'll just use the task manager to end it. And shut down. Okay. Alright, that is all of our stuff. Alright. That is all of our stuff. However, we are not done yet. We still have a few more pieces of business to take care of, and then we will get going for the night. And the pieces of business we have to go back on are the tests from today. So the other things we still have to go back on are the tests from today. So, let's do this very quickly here because we want to get to millionaire. Because I want to get to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So here's LAEAS with the tests. You got the KLOS and KLI auto tests. Then the KW37 weekly. And then San Diego. Same thing on Victorville, and you got Fresno as well. Oh, he tried the DXWMG659, which was successful actually. I'm impressed. Rammer STI got the Wilmington Weekly. Apparently he got a WX100, and it wasn't as loud as he thought it was. Unfortunately, my WX100 did not activate. The Westland Mall. Yeah, unfortunately, my WX100 did not activate today for the test. There's Gage's capture of the Illinois monthly test from yesterday morning. There was the broadcast cycle of Putnamville. He got the Mobile Weekly on WNG 640 Leaguesville. And then I think there was like another thing somewhere. Oh, that probably could have been related to one of the, let me take a look. So I want to see where, it probably may have been one of the monthly tests, but I'm going to take a closer look at it. Oh, you know what? I can't really do anything about it because, I mean, that stream has already crossed the 12-hour mark, so I think the maximum amount it can go before I can do anything about these claims. I think it's like 6-7 hours. Oh, he got the Tallahassee test too, and then he got the Jackson, Mississippi weekly on KH49. He did not get the evening test, unfortunately. Sandian got his weekly with his new Emerson Smart Set. The newest weather radio out there. And then he did System Test 2 with Pennsville with a new intro. Like that. And of course, no wonder Thunderbuddy makes ads from this, makes money from this stuff. He got the Upton test, and of course the Albany test, which soon followed. California Sierra Weather got around to uploading a small compilation with some stuff from the past. Charlotte EAS is V2WR. V2 did not activate for the GSP test. Brian got the Grand Rapids weekly on Mount Pleasant. Here's Metrobolt's capture of the Paducah test on from Paducah on Marion. And then Carolina Elevators got the Wilmington, North Carolina weekly test. That's his first time getting something like that in a while. Okay. We are about ready to Pennsville got his weekly with Sanjian. It's the Mount Holly test. He got it with Sanjian. Hayden M uploaded the local area emergency. A Week With Us podcast.
What's up, guys? What's my random stuff, like weather stuff?
That's interesting. SPC Chicago did a message about like a notice to members of the community. He got the Chicago Weekly on there. He actually streamed it. CXP actually did get up on time for Miami. So, of course, he got it on Naples. And then the Tampa test. Tokyo 120 did an unknown message. And then, of course, he got the evening test as well. Pennsville did a chat. Brian. Oh, yeah, there's the Ohio monthly test that he got on the Comcast cap. Which, of course, we got earlier at the beginning of the program. Okay. Now, I'm probably going to sleep through Rochester. I'm probably going to be sleeping through Rochester, so now just to now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set up so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a what I'm going to do is I'm going to does my keyboard not work? Oh, maybe you can't input it in that box. Yeah, I can't do that. Alright, so I'm going to change that number to 1505 for Rochester. Okay. This is the only automation I need to adjust. Okay, this should run immediately. Wi-Fi will be turned off. And then at 8:48, just tomorrow, execute immediately. Open URL. Oh wait, there should be a few more steps that needs to be done first. Wi-Fi comes on. Then it'll wait 8 seconds and then activate HAM. Immediately. Alright. Okay. Alright. WHAM Rochester is all set to go for tomorrow. And with that said, I think that's it on Johnson. I think that's it for everything. So, with that, I think we are ready for Millionaire. Boy, what a hectic Wednesday this has been, let me be honest. So, Nani, are you ready for Millionaire? Because I know I am. So, if you're ready, I'm ready, then let's play Millionaire. So here we go. And we are going to continue with the contestant we started off with at the end of yesterday's show. At the end of last night's show. And as I said, it's just, yeah, that's right, Deborah is who we're going to continue with. She got to the $1,000 milestone at the end of yesterday's show, so we're going to continue with her game today. And then afterward, I'm probably going to be up for another hour while I get the... Oh, how fitting. This is a Wednesday night. How fitting. This is a Wednesday night. This is a Wednesday night, so this is very realistic.
Tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
No.
All across the country, families will be eating turkey together, watching football, falling asleep on the couch. Not here, though. No. Thursday and Friday night, we'll have parents and their kids here together, working as a team to win $1 million. That's right.
Yeah, well, I think that was what Regis said at the, that's what Regis Philpin was talking about at the end of the Olympic episodes that we did a few weeks back. Thanksgiving is actually, yes, now this is actually fitting, so November 22nd of 2023 is a Wednesday, and the day after that will be Thanksgiving, so how fitting. So how fitting, the day after is Thanksgiving. So yeah, not sure what we're going to do about the Thanksgiving feast, but again, we do not have our definite plans worked out yet.
Two heads sharing knowledge, going for the big bucks. Should be a lot of fun.
Yes.
Right now, we have one young lady all by herself, all the way from Nebraska, Deborah Humphrey in the hot seat right now.
That's right, Deborah Humphrey. That's right.
So you had a night in New York, first time in the big town, right?
So that's right. So she got to. So let's recap for those who have not seen yesterday's end of yesterday's program. She got to. Well, They finished the celebrity edition. GSN finished the celebrity edition on Monday. They got back to that one contestant who had to wait a whole week to come back on the show. She missed the $64,000 question and walked away with 32. There was another contestant after her that got up to 32,000, but then got that milestone question wrong and went all the way down to 1,000. And I think there was another contestant that took the 16,000 and walked away before Deborah came on the show at the end. So she's got 1,000 right now, and we're going to continue with her $2,000 question in just a moment. She still has all three of her lifelines with her, the 50-50 phone a friend and ask the audience at her disposal. I'm going to enjoy it. Tom, Ben, Nani, are you ready? Then let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Okay. So for $2,000. Which of these bones is part of the human head? Was it the ulna, the tibia, metacarpal, or fibula?
That would be C, metacarpal.
Metacarpal. That's right. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect the drive because I'm not going to need it anymore. The bones in the palm of your hand. That's what it is. Alright. Next, which of these images is featured on a bottle of Gatorade? It was an exclamation point, a lightning bolt, an alligator, or raindrops. By the way, I remember that one time I actually got into drinking orange Gatorade, and it is lightning bolt. But that's not the answer in this particular case. Alright. In several Tom Clancy books, the character Jack Ryan works for which of these government agencies? Is it the FBI, the DEA, the Secret Service, or the CIA? Okay, she's going to ask the audience on this question. So, A, B, C, or D? Vote now. And 65 say, 65, sorry, say D. The CIA.
Yeah, that's a pretty good majority, so I think I'll go with D, CIA.
And make it your
final answer.
Going to go with CIA, and that's right. Alright, 16,000, getting closer. The Leaning Tower of Pisa was constructed for what purpose? Would it be a church bell tower? Prison tower? Mission storage tower? Or lookout tower? Wasn't this question on, I can't remember where I last saw this question. Did I see this on Switch? I can't remember where I last saw this question. So it's like it's all coming back to me. Was it Masterminds? Was it Switch? I can't remember. Can't remember exactly where this question appeared. So honestly, I have no idea. That's right, she's going for 16 right now. So the question, the 4 answers. So 30 seconds starting now.
The Leaning Tower of Pisa was constructed for what purpose? Church bell tower, prison tower, munitions storage tower, or lookout tower? Okay, the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Oh, that's right. I need the drive so I can get tomorrow's videos put together. I think I recall it was a bell tower. Yeah, I think that's the last answer I can recall from the last time I saw this question. Okay, she's the 50-50. We're down to Church Bell and Lookout Tower, and now she is all lifelines.
You know what? I really don't know, so I think I'm gonna walk.
Probably
Yeah,
the smartest thing.
I just don't know.
Are you going to take a walk? What would be your guess?
Lookout Tower.
Lookout Tower, let's see. No, it was the Church
It
Bell.
was the Church Bell Tower. Yep, I was right. So, she's going home with $8,000.
Good luck to Deborah and Carl, who did the right thing, left with $8,000. Why not? And now it's time to meet tonight's Millionaire 10, and they are.
That's right. We have Ernie Bruce from Louisville, Kentucky, Stephanie Polidok from Rochester, Minnesota, Tom Halpern from Los Angeles, California, Justin Ray Costello from Kent, Washington, Michael Shavima from Charlottesville, Virginia, Chuck Burbank from Eagle River, Wisconsin, Chet Robber from Salisbury, Maryland, Kevin Jackson from Williamsburg, Virginia, John Wentz from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and John Dormer from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Let's see who goes a step further with tonight's
First fastest finger question. And for the first fastest finger question, it wants U.S. states in clockwise order, starting with the most northernmost state. We have Oklahoma, Utah, Virginia, and Minnesota. It'd be Minnesota, then I believe Virginia, it'd be Virginia, Utah, Oklahoma, yeah, Minnesota, then Virginia, then Oklahoma, and then Utah. And in the fastest time, the winner is Michael Shavima. Yep. Split Second's coming back next week. I'm excited for Split Second to return.
How tall are you anyway? 6'5". You should have played a little basketball.
6'5".
Notre Dame in his undergraduate days, graduated with an architecture degree, and now is taking a PhD in architectural history. Your girlfriend
In architectural history.
Astrid, nice to have you.
Going for a PhD in architectural history.
Very good. All right, so did we ever meet before?
we briefly met at Parents Weekend back when I was at Notre Dame and JJ was at University of Notre Dame as well, and we went to a buffet before a football game, and it was my cousin and my aunt and uncle and my mom and dad, of course, and we went through the buffet, and my dad came back to the table and he said we should have.
So I don't know if GSN is gonna do the Hey Yahoo episodes at 2 p.m. or they're gonna move it back to the 7 o'clock time slot like they had before. But right now I think they're gonna do it at 2 o'clock. If that's the case, then I'm not sure what we'll do. But anyway, let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So here we go for $100. Which of the following phrases is commonly used to tease a person who wears glasses? Would it be pizza face, 4 eyes, sweetie pie, or home plate umpire? 4 eyes indeed. I have never, anyway. Which of the following phrases would you use to command a person to stop talking? Would it be put a cat in it, put a quarter in it, put a sock in it, or put a bulldozer in it? Oh gosh.
C, put a sock in it.
That's what
Put a sock in it, yes. But before we continue on, I don't think I have ever heard of that phrase being used before. So, but I mean, that's the year 2000, and I was born in 04. So, things were a lot different in the new millennium compared to now 4 years after that milestone. For 300, what popular type of cardboard has an inner layer that is shaped into folds or ridges? Would it be corrected, corrugated, correlated, or corrupted? Corrugated is correct. Now to 500. Which of the following vehicles is nicknamed an egg beater? Would it be a helicopter, jet ski, motorcycle, or hot air balloon? A helicopter, yes. And now to double that to 1,000. On what part of a bird can its crest be found? Would it be on its chest, wing, tail, or head? Head, indeed, yes. And now we're going to try and double that to 2,000. What word comes from the name of a Germanic tribe that ransacked Europe in the 5th century? Is it thugs, vandals, hoodlums, or ruffians? But then again, I have no idea, so... Usually with vandals, and that's right. And that is the term that we use nowadays. So now to double that to 4,000, ascorbic acid found in oranges is also known as vitamin C, vitamin A, niacin, or amino acid.
I drink a lot of orange juice and I always drink for vitamin C, so I'm pulling for vitamin C. That's maybe citric acid. Let's ask the audience. Why do we do that? Audience.
Okay, he's going to ask the audience on this one. On keypads, using A, B, C, or D, vote now. And 79 say it's vitamin C.
I guess that's why I drink that orange juice, the vitamin C. Let's go with the audience.
Gonna go with it? Yes. Final answer?
Gonna go with vitamin C. That is correct. Who's gonna try to double that to 8,000? I don't know when GSN's ever gonna make new episodes of People Puzzler again. That was a fun show. I gotta say, People Puzzler was a really fun show. I really wanted to make more episodes of it. Okay, I don't know why there's a bird sound effect on the tape. I have no idea why there was like a bird sound effect on the tape, but that was very weird. I don't know if
Who wants to pay off their student loans?
Yeah, that's
Who
right.
wants to be a millionaire?
Sure. For you it is, absolutely. Well, let's see how far we can go.
Well,
Okay?
yeah.
You're going for 8,000.
So he's gonna go for 8,000 right now. He is down to his 50-50 iPhone friend. So let's continue with his game. On the Waltons, what was usually the closing line of each episode? Was it Nighty Night? Y'all come back now? Good night, John Boy. Or it was a good day. Good night, John Boy. Yes. Okay. Now for 16 sheet music, a decrescendo tells music to what gradually? Would it be to play louder, play softer, play faster, or play slower?
I feel reasonably sure that it's B. Play softer.
Reasonably sure enough to make it your
Final answer.
absolutely
It is correct.
$16,000.
Play softer. And now for the important $32,000 milestone. In the 50-state quarters program, which state features Washington crossing the Delaware? The Delaware River. Would it be the state of Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania, or New Jersey?
It's D. New Jersey.
New Jersey, he says.
Yeah.
That's just gonna be his final answer right here.
Outline of the state. And it's D. New Jersey.
Going with New Jersey. Final answer. And that is
New Jersey.
correct. He still has his two lifelines with him, 50-50 and phone a friend, as we go to the freebie question for $64,000. Here we go. Whose 1999 comedy album is entitled Stan and Judy's Kid? Is it Drew Carey, Jerry Seinfeld, Adam Sandler, or Chris Rock?
Gonna have to phone a friend.
Going to try and phone a friend on this one.
I'm gonna go with Mark Wyndham. He's my friend from Notre Dame.
All right, fine. Let's get Mark on the line, AT&T. Gotta help us.
Alright, let's see if Mark can help out Michael on this one.
Hello, Mark. Yeah. Regis Philbin calling from ABC's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. How you doing?
Good, yourself?
Very good. I've got your classmate here from ND.
Oh, great.
Michael Shabima needs some help right now. He's going to come on, read the question and the four answers, and one of them is the right answer, okay?
Okay.
All right, good luck, Mark. Good luck to you, Michael, and you've got 30 seconds, and they start now.
Whose 1999 comedy album is entitled Stan and Judy's Kid? Drew Carey, Jerry Seinfeld, Adam Sandler, Chris Rock.
Adam Sandler.
All right.
I'm 100%, Mike.
All right. Thanks, Mark.
All right, good luck, man.
All right.
Okay, he said he's sure on this.
Wow, what does he do for a living?
Well, he's an architect as well. He's a classmate. Okay.
Sounded very
Said
confident
he's
about
an
that. What do you think?
architect too.
C. Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
And C. Adam Sandler.
Fine.
Going with Adam Sandler.
Mark
And
is
he's
right.
right. Mark was right. And now he's gonna go for $125,000. Either that was part of the audience effects or they were part of the tape.
Back there?
Delivers results you can feel. You'll be happy that you did.
Yeah, I guess they're part of the audience sound effects.
4 away from winning $1 million. Astrid, you getting excited back there? Okay, big guy, you're 4 away from winning $1 million. We're going for
$125,000 is next. He is down to his 50-50, so here we go. So here we go. When MLK was assassinated in Memphis, he was there to support whose strike? Was it bus drivers, sanitation workers, teachers, or hospital workers? Honestly, I don't think I learned too much about Martin Luther King, like his final moments. So he just used the 50-50, so we're down to bus drivers and sanitation workers. I'd have to go with bus drivers.
I really do believe it's
He's going to try sanitation workers on that. And he got it. Okay. $250,000 is next. We're in the home stretch.
I was leaning towards sanitation.
Yeah, you wanted to see if it was still there.
Yeah.
Good for you.
So we're in the home
All the
stretch.
lifelines are gone now, Mike.
He's all out of lifelines
All the way.
for $250,000.
All right, 3 away from
Let's
that.
take a look at the question.
$250,000.
In 1738, Daniel Bernoulli developed a scientific principle that explains how which of the following works. Is it a pitch curveball, a yo-yo, a gyroscope, or a 3D movie? I can definitely eliminate 3D movie because technology like television was not even available at that time. This is way before America gained into a few years, about half a century before America. Actually, this would be about 39 years before. Actually, yeah, 38. This would be 38 years when. So this would be 38 years. It'd be 38 years later when America gained independence.
But if you win, wait a minute. There's still one more with the big Shavima's name on it.
That's right. So if he.
250,000. It's kind of a tough question, I know.
So either he can take a guess or walk away.
What would you eliminate from these 4? Right off the bat.
Yo-yo and 3D.
Probably out of the 4.
Don't make
Aren't
it.
jiving with what I'm doing.
That would leave the pitched curveball and the gyroscope.
I would go with gyroscope.
I was leaning towards gyroscope. Initially, that's all I come up. Regis?
Michael?
I wanted to say it. I had the answer. I don't want to say it.
You want to go for it, don't you?
I do.
Well, look, you'll have plenty of time to earn this money.
Yeah.
Might not be as quick as this, but...
No. See.
Final answer.
Going with gyroscope after all that time.
See, gyroscope.
Final answer.
He's going to make that his.
93,000 if you lose, 250 if you win, or you walk it up to 25,000. Think about it. I know you've thought about it. You've been here since Tuesday. You've thought about it. C, you want to say C? Do you want to make it your final answer, Michael, or do you want to? That's an awful lot of money, Michael, unless you're really sure of the answer.
It's really a toss-up for me.
You think you know this? You think it's gyroscope? You can't bring yourself to say it. Well, how sure can you be?
Yes, I know. Regis, I thank you, and I thank everyone here who wants to be a millionaire for having me, and I'm walking away not a millionaire.
So he took the money and walked away.
Sometimes you want to jump out and just tell him, leave now with the money. Well, he certainly wanted to get out of that chair in a hurry so he wouldn't change his mind, I think. Good thing he did, too. The correct answer was...
It was pitch curveball, so he would have been wrong if he went with C. Yes, it does go a long way. Okay. Coming up is the next fastest finger question. And this time it wants TV characters by order by their original fictional military rank. Starting with the lowest. We got Gomer Pyle, Robert Hogan, Radar O'Reilly, and J.D. MacGyver. Alright, in the correct order. It's Gomer Pyle, then Radar O'Reilly, J.D. McGillis, and Robert Hogan. Fastest time, the only one, is John Dormer. Ingresa.
Nice to see both of you here. And you're both almost in the same line of work.
Yeah, we both work for the federal government, civilians.
Doing what?
I'm a contract negotiator. I used to be a procurement analyst. It sounds hoity-toity, but
a contract negotiator, negotiating a contract between the Navy
and civilian companies for aircraft parts, services. Depends what kind of.
Are you the guy responsible for the cost overruns?
Most of them.
You're kidding, I hope.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm sure you
Things fall through the cracks sometimes.
I'm sure they do. All right, John, nothing gonna fall through the cracks here. You ready to go?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it. You know about the rules, you know about the lifelines, 50-50. Ask the audience, vote a friend. If you're ready, let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Wants to Be a Millionaire. For $100. Fat Cat is slang for a rich person, funny person, mean person, a chubby tiger. A rich person indeed. Now to double that. Which of the following is a shape commonly traced in figure skating? Would it be a square, star, figure eight, or the Mona Lisa?
C, figure eight.
Yep, figure eight. Now to 300. Which of these tools is normally used to grasp very small objects? Would it be a hacksaw, tweezers, pipe wrench, or backhoe? Tweezers, yes indeed. And a little story too on these tweezers. I remember many years ago when my mini first generation was my primary iPad. I actually remember the time that the lightning port on the lightning connector on the charger broke off with the actual port still inside of the iPad. When it happened the first time around, we had to actually take it into the Apple store in Orland Park. There is actually an Apple store inside of Orland Park, Orland Square Mall, over in Orland, and I think that was, without knowing that, there was one in Naperville. So we just did it there without knowing, but. And then the second time it happened, we used tweezers that time, and then it was time to buy a new charger at that point. So here we go for 500. Which of the following best describes someone with a so-called type A personality? Is it calm, friendly, charitable, or competitive?
Pretty sure, but it's a little different up here.
What would you eliminate?
A, B, and C.
Well,
I guess I'll say
no, both of those mean. Going with competitive, yes. $1,000 is next. According to its long-running ad campaign, what product spells relief? Is it Bengay, Rolaids, Motrin, or Kleenex?
D, Rolaids.
Rolade, yes, for 1,000. Now as we get to his $2,000 question, I do want to show the Apple Store inside of, I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about here. So for 2,000, here we go. What kind of waves are used when communicating with walkie-talkies? Would it be radio waves, infrared waves, ultraviolet waves, or X-ray waves?
Radio waves. Final? Yes.
Going with radio waves, and that is correct. Now for 4,000. What is a forget-me-not? Is it jewelry, song, jewelry, a song, plant, or dessert?
It's a plant. C. Final. Yes.
Plant it is. Now for 8,000. The Orleans Cathedral, built in the 1550s, is located in what world capital? Would it be London, Istanbul, Athens, or Moscow?
Moscow. Let's go to the audience.
Audience, we need your help. On your keypads using A, B, C, or D. Please vote now.
And 46 say Moscow, and then the remaining ones are split among the other three choices. So let's see if this helps him out with answering this question here. Goes with Moscow, and that is right. And now he's gonna go. They're gonna go on commercial. Now we seem to be moving through the episode very quick. We seem to be moving through the episode very quickly here. So now let's go back to that last question. Let's see. There should be a directory. Let's see if there's a. Let's see if the Apple Store is still at the small. Yeah, here it is. This is what I was talking about. Apple, this is what I'm talking about. Apple Orleans Square. This is the place I was just explaining about. Oh yeah, this was at the time they put plans over the fountain.
Plans over the fountain.
I missed it. Yeah, here's what I'm talking about. The Apple Store in Orland Park. This is where. Yeah, this is where we went to. Because I got my mini first generation back in 2012.
Back in 2012.
And that first iPad I've had for about a year, about 2 years, and then we got another one in 2014 was when that iPad was in service. That was how it was in service for a long time.
It was in service for a long time.
Yeah, so I've had it. So I've had it since 2012, and it was like the device itself was replaced in 2014 was when we brought the device to Apple Store Orland Park to have it replaced, and I believe all the data on that was carried over to the new one, so I'm glad. And then of course that other one would see a series of falls, and yeah, honestly on that one I did not take I didn't really care for it good, because eventually it would start eventually I think there were several places where it started showing signs of damage. There's a small, well, looking at it from landscape view, there's a small crack on the right hand side. That was actually from when I somehow dropped it down basement stairs. In fact, all of these, except for the final one, except for the third one, happened while I was at my grandparents'. The first, yeah, again, that small crack happened when it happened when I was going downstairs into the basement. Another crack that formed was this time on the top left corner, again from a landscape perspective, right near the power button. And then the thing that really killed it off for good was it was just dumping a whole bunch of marbles onto the screen, and boy, the big one really hit that crack real good and made it worse. And now there's this streak, this crack line, hairline crack going across the screen. It's actually not cut my finger, thankfully. Because I mean, on other kinds of glass, it's very bad, but I think it's just standard glass where it would cut a finger. But this is technological glass, so it's completely it's a whole different thing, really. So yeah, it's a completely different thing. Now that we think about it. And then eventually in 2016, and then eventually a month or two after that event, the Mini first generation officially went out of service as a main device. The Mini 4 would eventually replace it, and I took really good care of it this time, and boy, am I glad I did. The Mini 4 was actually in service up until 2021 when Apple unveiled that new iPad Mini redesign. So I went ahead and that's a nice picture there. So that's when I picked that up. Well, I didn't really pick that up, but I got it as a Christmas gift, and it's been serving me well ever since. And boy, am I happy. So let's continue on to his $4,000 question. Let's continue on. His 1972 song, which of these artists sings about taking a walk on the wild side? Is it David Bowie, Joe Cocker, Lou Reed, or Iggy Pop? Lou Reed, and that is right. Now for the $32,000 milestone. After Billy Bob Thornton was a regular cast member in which the following sitcoms? Would it be Hearts of Fire, Newhart, Designing Women, or Grace Under Fire? Going to use this 50-50, okay. Let's take, we're left with Hearts of Fire and Grace Under Fire. So let's see what he goes with here.
You have a TV fan on your list?
Probably not.
That was supposed to be my specialty.
Oh.
So, that'll never be a lifeline.
Well, he already used his phone a friend. Or did he not? Or did he not use it yet?
I gotta call my lifeline.
Okay, now he's... Oh, yeah, he still has his phone a friend.
Okay, now it's
The world's greatest bartender.
Alright.
Okay. AT&T, bring me the world's greatest bartender. Tommy.
Alright. Alright, let's see if Tommy can help him out.
Well, let's see if Tommy can help.
Hello? Hey, Tommy. Yo. I hear you're the world's greatest bartender.
Oh, that's my friend Johnny Dormer talking.
Yeah, John Dorm. Apparently he's done a lot of business with you. Anyway, this is Regis Philbin calling from New York.
How you doing, Rich?
Well, we're doing good here. We ran into a stumbling block, though. So he's reaching out to you for some help. He's won 16,000, going for 32. We narrowed it down by 2, so when he gets on the line, he'll give you the question and 2 possible answers.
And just 2 answers, because we already used the 50-50. And we are down to 10 minutes left of our show, so we're going to need to move fast through Millionaire. Because then we want to get the WCKA test and effectively end the program from this point on. So,
Johnny, you got me on this one, brother. I wish I could help you, but I don't think I can. That's a very weak. We think it's Grace Under Fire.
okay, he got...
Well, it sounds like he took a guess there, but he did say Grace Under Fire.
So he...
Now, here's your setup. You can leave with 16,000. If you miss here, you'll go back to 1,000.
which has happened with a contestant on yesterday's show. So either he can take a chance or take the 16,000 and leave.
Let's try it. D, Grace Under Fire.
Okay, going to take a chance. And it is Hearts of Fire. Unfortunately, his phone friend did not help him, so back down to $1,000, and that's what he walks away with. Okay. Alright.
60 episodes of our show, still no $1 million winners.
60 episodes since the last $1 million winner? Wow. Okay. Final fastest finger question. And it wants popular movies in the order of their first theatrical release, starting with the earliest. We got Bamboozled, Dazed and Confused, Mad Max, and Moonstruck. Alright, let's take a look at the order. We have Mad Max, then Moonstruck, then Dazed and Confused, and then Bamboozled. And who got it in the fastest time? The winner is Justin Ray Castillo.
I'm a DMO, that's a dishwashing machine operator for a popular restaurant in the Northwest.
Good for you. All right, fine. You're here now. Congratulations. A little bit pressed for time, but you know the rules.
That's right, we know how the game works, so let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Let's get ready to wrap this up. Well, here we go for $100. If a person shifts his responsibility to others, he is said to be passing the milk, buck, minivan, or kidney stone. Passing the buck, yep. Now for 200. Which of the following phrases describes a person that is thought to be above criticism or questioning? Is it snake in the grass, sacred cow, the kettle of fish, your boss? Oh boy.
Sorry, but I think just to be on the safe side.
Now, wait, think about it, Justin, just for a second. Come on. Above criticism. Would that be a snake?
I don't think it's A or D, but I've heard of the phrase, that's a fine kettle of fish.
And sacred cow, have you heard of that?
Not really.
I have
Want to go
never.
to the audience?
Oh gosh. Yeah,
I
just
think he's gonna have to go to the audience. Yeah, he's gonna have to go to the audience at this point.
If you're ready, on your keypads,
Is
using
it A, B, C, or D?
please
Vote now. Alright. Time for the CKA test, so let's say Sacred Cow. And he got it for $200, and we are going to continue with his, and they're going to continue with his $300 question next time. And perfect time, tomorrow, yeah. So they'll continue with this $300 question on tomorrow's show. Alright, and now here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the final test of the Wednesday compilation of the Wednesday weekly test fiesta, and it will all be over. So, with only 5 minutes remaining here, we want to thank you all for joining us today. We had a great time. Of course, we had a great time doing this. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and put this in. So 10 stations out of 17 on my scorecard done for this week. I am very pleased with the progress so far. So let's see, what did I use? Did I use the sound effects? Yep, I did. So that means I should use its associated closing sequence. Alright, and that is it. I'm going to check the storage and make sure that there will be enough space for it to go. Looks like yes. Alright, and joining him tomorrow will be parents and their children coming up. Joining, so then it will be the parents show. We have Peter and Abby Abai from Biloxi, Mississippi, Laura Berry from Rochester, New York, Mary and Jacob Woods from Alma, New York, Robert Micah Aldridge from Newport, Oregon, Gus and Molly Wheeler from Salt Lake City, Utah, David Campbell and Peyton Kane from Manatee, Louisiana, Paul and Kelly Westmoreland from Zionsville, Indiana, John Laura Kane from Hesperia, California, Lisa and Colin Williamson from Kent, Washington, and Rod and Nancy Halen from Pasco, Washington.
And we'll be back here tomorrow night with our family show at 9, 8 Central. And hey, our phone lines are open tomorrow, so get ready to call so you can be a contestant just like Justin.
Okay. Alright. And of course we are going to let Regis Philbin end our show here. We're gonna let the mighty Regis Philbin end our show tonight. Now before we get going, of course, we want to thank before we get going, I want to thank Tom and Ben for, of course, being such a great part of our show tonight. They are really what makes this show, and it's always a blessing that we have them here with us, on our program. So I want to thank him for being with us tonight. So Tom, Ben, thank you. You two are great on our show. Look forward to having you with us again next time, or at some point in the Plainfield TV broadcast down the road. So thank you two again, and have a good night, you two. Good night. Good night was their last words. Okay, so with that said, we are down to just under a minute. So we're gonna go ahead and get tuck it in for the. We're gonna go ahead and get going here. We again want to thank you for joining us today for our incredible 16-hour weekly Test Wednesday special. We hope you enjoyed the show as much as we've enjoyed bringing it to you. I do hope that everybody, hopefully that everybody received their weekly tests today. And of course, we had a great time bringing it all to you here tonight. So we again thank you for joining us today. Now be sure to join us. I'm going to go and take this off screen here because MGM is going to come up right away. But be sure to join us again tomorrow as we bring you extensive sports coverage. As tomorrow we will be covering the Blackhawks game, which will start at 6, and then we have as we bring you the Blackhawks game, which starts at 6 o'clock tomorrow. And then Bears football starts right after Wheel of Fortune tomorrow night at 7. 7:15 is when the game is when kickoff is the kickoff to the game. And a sneak peek as to what we're going to be doing during this time. I'm also going to begin the process of changing servers for my weather radio stream. Going to switch it over from WHC onto NOAAweatherradio.org for the first time. And I'm also looking to set up Pi Deck with other streams so I can get something like this set up in my server. Because the Vostro has been going unused for 2 weeks now. So I think this move will definitely bring it up to a state for some good use. So be sure to join us tomorrow as we bring you all that, and of course, let's not forget about the Chicago iHeart test that will be live on the air before the end of the show. But either way, we hope you'll join us tomorrow as we bring you all that. And we can't forget about backyard baseball as well. We'll start it an hour early at 4 p.m. So that's what we'll do. We'll start backyard baseball at 4 o'clock. So then we can have the game, or we'll start at 4:30 because it seems to be an hour and a half is how long the game lasts usually. So we'll start the game at 4:30. How about that? 4:30. We'll start the game, and then we'll be on the air right away at 6 for Blackhawks hockey, and then we will get set for all of that other stuff following Wheel of Fortune and Switch tomorrow. So we hope you'll join us then for that. But until then, this concludes our broadcast day here on Plainfield TV. And now again, from the staff and management of Plainfield TV, we want to thank you for... Oh yeah, I got to adjust the volume. There we go. All right. And now from the staff and management of Plainfield TV, we want to thank you again very much for watching us tonight. And we hope you will join us again tomorrow as we bring you all of that extensive sports coverage. Until then, we wish you all a good rest of your night. And now, Regis Philbin, take us off the air.